I think people have this false sense that Oregon is pretty liberal, pretty diverse, pretty tolerant. If this whole non-unanimous jury thing was put on the books to silence the minority, then it worked exactly the way it was supposed to. I'm a Black woman, and I'm a native Oregonian. I remember walking into the jury pool room and looking around the room and seeing only one other Black person in the room, and that was the defendant. I chose to use my voice to participate, doing my civic duty as a voter, as a taxpayer. Here I am doing what I was called to do. The prosecutor, he made his case. I think it was more circumstantial than anything else. When we went back to the deliberation room after, I believe it was the fourth day, there were two very vocal people in the room. On this side, there's one lady, and she in particular was adamant about this case. On this side, you have the lady who's standing on the couch, and she writes on the whiteboard, under the defendant's name, she writes, "Big Fat Liar." And she stood up on the couch, so she was above everyone else. As we continued to have these deliberations, everybody focused their attention on me as far as I was the bad person. Eventually, the court clerk comes back in. "What time do you guys want to come back tomorrow to continue deliberations?" Instantly, one of the people across the table from me, she stated out loud that she had childcare issues, she couldn't keep leaving her daughter, and she instantly went with the majority and said, "Well, I'll just go with everybody else," and that's how we ended up with 10-2. Myself and the lady who were still the two, we just stared at each other. I put my head down, and that is how that ended. It breaks my heart how much the system, it's supposed to be a lot stronger than this, right? It's supposed to work for everybody. There's supposed to be this place where it's equal for everybody. And if I show up and I do my part, whether or not that person was guilty or innocent, it's supposed to be based on the facts, not inconvenience. So it wasn't until after the sentencing and after I had a chance to talk to this other attorney that I then understood the whole racist history and how it became deliberate of silencing the minority. And it had to go to the Supreme Court. It wasn't like Oregon said, "Hey, we're not racist. Let's not have this be a thing that even happens to people in our criminal justice system." It had to go to the Supreme Court. To me, it would seem that if you're saying that this thing is unconstitutional, the date should be immaterial and it should be applied equally to anyone who would have been impacted by this type of non-unanimous decision. With my voice kind of being silenced through the court system, I decided it was important for me to use my voice in another way, and that's bringing awareness to situations such as this, where you think that you're doing everything right, you're trying to use the system the way it's intended to be used, and what you find out is that it's not built the way you were told it was built. It's built completely different, and it's not built for you.